Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Cranoxia and today we are going to be doing some funky stuff. I have plans for making 2 farms, which is kind of crazy. One of which I have sort of a little version of. It's a little 2-high flower farm. It works pretty good. I'm making some flowers, but it's not good enough. I don't think anybody just wants only yellow dye. I mean, if you've seen the other members' videos, which you might not have, but that's fine. There's a lot of gray and whites and blacks and stuff getting used, and I only make yellow right now. So we're going to be working on a all-type flower farm over in the flower biome. That's like 200 blocks that way. And one thing that one of the members sells is blaze rods. And you know what's cool about blaze rods? The fact that with another item, they can be used to replace torches. You can make end rods. And you know what end rods are good? They look good. But the one problem is, you kind of need some chorus for it, some chorus fruit, some chorus plants. So what I've done is, last time I went to the end, I don't remember when it was, but I picked up some chorus flowers. Although it's not the most in the world. I also got some chorus fruit. But this will give us, hopefully, enough to get like a sort of little farm going. I'm going to put these in here. But yeah, so those are the plants. We're going to build dyes and chorus flowers. Which, I mean, we're not going to use the flowers. We're going to use the fruit. And then we're going to smelt those in the smelter we built a couple episodes ago, 1 episode ago. And we're going to hopefully make a profit. Also going to have to design a store for the shopping district. But first things first. Let's do the flower farm. I went looking around and researching a bunch on the internet for a couple hours. I don't know why it took so long, but I found out that the ideal biome for all the dyes we want to get is going to be the flower forest biome, which, I mean, I was pretty sure of that in the first place, but I just wanted to double check. And then I found this epic design by the man himself, Ilmango, and it's kind of insane. Although it burns through bone meal pretty quick. Like, I mean, there's not a lot left in there. But if we turn it on, we have some weird mechanics with using using blocks to glitch the items through into the water. Okay, look. See, it brings them all up, and then it brings them above the pistons. And this thing is insane. How long has that been running? Like, look at that. We have like 2 stacks of seeds, and it's been like, well, I don't know, like 30 seconds, maybe a minute. And it does look like all the items get glitched there. And I know it looks like some stuff gets stuck at the bottom. But if I were to turn this off, look, nothing gets stuck. It's all fine. And then eventually, all these items stop glitching. As you can see, some of them are starting to like that one. It just kind of, they'll eventually come. That was like 2 minutes, and what's that, like almost 2 rows. Well, probably more like a row and a half because of non-full stacks. And how much bone meal did we burn through? We burned through like a stack. So I think the return rate is kind of insane, getting rates like this. So this is the farm we're going to build. I don't know what exactly we're going to do for collection right now. But, I mean, there is place to put bone meal input from maybe like an AFK kelp farm or I don't know, some other AFK bones. I mean, I have the skeleton farm too. Yeah, collection could be difficult though, because we're going to need probably 3 seed ones. I'm just going to turn those back into bone meal and put them back in the farm because I don't need seeds. And I'll have like 1 for each of the other colors, and then an overflow that turns into bone meal. So yeah, that sounds like a pretty awesome plan. So let's go start collecting resources. It's been about I don't know, 2 hours since the last clip. Not a lot has happened. I mean, a bit has happened. I set up this little temporary thing here. I made myself a redstone box with some nice, pretty handy things. I might need more comparators and stuff like that, but pretty handy. Got some blocks, and this is just from clearing the area. This is roughly, I just kind of approximated this, the size we'll need. Might need a little bit more room on this side, and this stuff is definitely going to have to move for the redstone. But my plan is to have the bulk of the redstone on this side, and then have like the storage or the output come this way, and then we'll send it off like here, and then have like storage on this side, or something like that. I'm not really sure. I'm just going to kind of build the farm and see what happens. But I'm going to make a little bit of progress, maybe get like the bones of it done, and then I will see you then. So a little bit has happened since you last saw. I've put the barrier around it, I've put the weird collection system, and I've laid down all the rails and the observers that power the collection pistons. At the bottom, I put down all the clocks that are needed. There's 3 observer clocks. It's kind of weird, but this one here powers the dispenser. This one powers the left side, and then this one powers the right side. And I'm just getting started here on the first side of the pushers for the bottom. So we're making pretty good progress. I'll come back to you guys once I'm like looking at starting or planning the storage system. So I'll catch you then. Yeah, that's a little more than I said I was going to get done. I got really carried away, and I was kind of just having a good time building, so I went ahead and did everything. It's pretty simple. Got the farm here. This whole part was part of the tutorial, and I just kind of made water streams that come off, and they go into these sorters. We got cornflowers. We got a lot of these daisies because they come in really fast. We got seeds, and we got an awl, and then we just compost everything else. But I think I need to change these glass blocks for something that slows the items down a bit more, like path blocks or something like that. Because right now things just whiz by way too fast, and then most of them just go into the composter. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Not much going on here. I'll show you it in action though. I rigged up this little on switch because I didn't want us to go all the way to the back every time, but see, there's the item collection. So it brings it all to the top and then pushes it above the pistons. It's kind of cool. Yeah. And then when you turn it off, it pulls up the items every time as well, so you don't lose any to despawning if you turn it off the wrong time. And then look, as you can see, they go by really fast, and a lot of them don't get picked up. This is a terrible example, but look. Oh, there's no... Okay. But anyways, when you do it a lot, like when there's a lot coming in and the hoppers get a little backfilled, or not even backfilled, they're just a little busy, or they just don't feel like picking up, things will just yeet by. Like, I'll have the oxeye thingies in here, which I have 2 chests for, and I know there's a lot in here, but most of them get out. Yeah. See, look, these daisies, these aren't meant to end up here either. These are meant to end up here. Whatever. The seeds, though, they go in here, but because they go by too fast, it can't pick up all of them. So I'm gonna just grab some dirt from over here and use that. Alright, that took way longer than I'll admit to, but it is in fact done. I'm just gonna put glass here because I want to. That looked kind of terrible. Whatever. So now hopefully the items should be a bit slower on there. We'll see. Let's just run this for a little bit and see how fast the items go. That's still pretty swift. I don't think that did anything actually. No, it definitely didn't. So okay, these just get backed up so quickly. Like that filled up. Maybe we have to put more filler items in. I'll try that. As it turns out, I had way too many items in the hoppers for the sorter, and what would happen is when it filled up, it would just unlock other ones as well. So I've had to change it. There's only 32 filler blocks in there. So hopefully we won't lose as many things into chests they're not supposed to go into. But yeah, I think this has been successful. If you're wondering, this makes blue dye. These make light gray dye for whatever reason. And we just seeds, because why not? And then we got some pink. And a couple others that can happen, like the roses, and or not roses, tulips, like different flavors, colors of tulips. And then sometimes these, but these don't happen very often. Or I don't even know if they happen at all with bone meal. No, I haven't seen any of those. We can also get these, what are these, alliums? Alliums, but I don't really need those. Yeah. The bone meal consumption on this thing is insane, though. Like, I put in 2 double chests, and we were already down like 3 hoppers worth, and I've only ran it for like 10-15 minutes. Yeah, I think that has been wildly successful. Next thing I want to do, though, is I'm going to add all of the 2 high flower types. So I'm going to make like a wall of just things there, and then make a bunch of individual ones. I think that'll work pretty good. I'll get one of them or 2 done, and then we'll see what happens from there. I don't know why, but I thought there was like 10 different 2 high flowers, and then I looked it up, and I realized there's there's only 4. So my whole initial idea for this absolutely enormous, like, just wall of just a bunch of different kinds of 2 high flowers, it just isn't there. But this is pretty simple. You got these levers, these turn each of them on. These are for refilling bone meal, which I've put loads and loads of it in. But it's pretty simple. You just it's pretty easy. Yeah, not a lot to it. All that it does is the levers are right underneath a piston, and then the piston pushes an observer on top of another one, and it creates an observer clock. And then these hoppers just get the bone meal from the chest into the dispenser. It's pretty easy, and works well. So it's a lot of red dye. Is this purple dye? Magenta. Okay, so we got magenta. I'm assuming this is pink. Yeah, we got pink. Then we got yellow. So we have a lot of the dyes. We got the blue, yellow, pink, magenta, red. This light gray, although I think the server is going to switch over to a data pack that makes this white, because that makes way more sense than the light gray that we get. And then we got some... Is this pink? Does this make pink as well? Pink? Okay, yeah. So we got a bunch of pink, and we got also some red from the roses over there, although I don't think we keep any of those, so this is good. Yeah, overall, I am pretty happy with all this. I'm actually pretty happy with what we got done in today's episode, although we don't talk about why it took so long to get out. Usually it takes like 2 days, 3 days max, but it's been like 4 or like 5. I don't really know when this is coming out. But I feel like we've made a good amount of progress. Built the ultimate flower farm. It's pretty great. Bone meal with a sorting system for apparently netherrack and seeds. But we got lots of sorting going on. We got 2 high flower farms. We're working pretty good. Yeah, I think this is good progress. Originally, I was planning to make a chorus flower or fruit. I don't know exactly what they're called, but the chorus farm. Didn't end up happening, though, because I'd rather get the video out than do that. And besides, this video doesn't need to be that long anyways. So we're gonna call this the end. Yeah. That looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. But that has been me. My name is Cranoxia. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.